Hey loves, I hope you guys are all doing great. It's a Tipsy Intuitive here to do your full moon reading. Full moons are all about release. There's like a heightened sense of awareness. This is a time for you to let go of the old and manifest something new to come into your life. So we're going to jump in and start by pulling a couple of oracle cards to see what energy is surrounding this reading for you all. So the first card that we have that came out for you all is love. All right, we off to an interesting start now. And the second card that we have out is new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. So it feels like what's surrounding you all for this full moon is love, right? And so if you're in a place where you're not experiencing the type of love that you want, if you're looking to call love in, now is the time for you to actually do something about it. So this could be anything from you sort of getting out and exploring the world, being more open to meeting new people. If you have experienced not so positive romantic relationships in the past, then this might be a good time for you to sort of tap into yourself, dig in a little bit deeper, and reconcile with whatever it is that's happened to make sure that it's not holding you back from recognizing and receiving new love that has the potential to come into your life. So it seems like there's a little bit of work that needs to be done on you guys' end, but let's tap in a little bit and see what's going on for you all for this full moon cycle. We're going to start with your current energy, where you are. And what we have that came out for you is the Hanged Man. So this is a card of sort of being a little bit stuck, right? But starting to see things from a different perspective, starting to see things from a new point of view. So I feel like right now you're kind of in a place where you're thinking. There seems to be a lot of quiet thinking going on right now, where it's like, okay, things aren't moving, things are not how I would want them to be in terms of my romantic life. Now, what can I do about it? We have that clarified by the Empress in reverse, and it feels like for a lot of you, you've lost a little bit of your power, right? There's nothing right now that you're sort of nurturing. There's nothing right now that is growing. There's no new birth for you, if you will. And so I feel like that fits in again with the Hanged Man, this sense of stagnancy, this sense of slight discontentment, and trying to figure out how to get out of that space, how to call your energy back into yourself so that you can bring in this love that you want. Now, Spirit is saying that for the lesson that you need to learn during this full moon cycle, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is all about movement, right? It's about taking action, right? Moving forward quickly. And so we saw that in the overall energy with the new moon in Aries, that it's time for you to take action. So Spirit is saying that the lesson that you need to take away during this time period is that without your action, things are going to continue to be in this stagnant place. There's something that you need to move forward on or move forward from that you may not have done just yet. And we also have the Four of Pentacles to clarify. This is a card about, you holding back. And so it feels like more than anything, you're keeping yourself from moving forward. And I feel like Spirit is asking you the question, why are you doing that? Why are you holding yourself back from being open to love, to actually receiving love? So what cycle has completed for you? We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So Ten of Cups, when it's upright, is all about like utter and complete happiness, this like sense and this feeling of being completely loved, right? And I feel like for a lot of you that this is not what you experienced in the past. And now is a time for you to sort of let that go. And it's interesting, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil in reverse. So this is bad habits, negative patterns, negative thoughts and things like that. So it feels like this cycle is coming to a completion because, again, you are in a place of trying to see things differently. You are in a place of, holding yourself back. We also have that clarified by the Fool. So the cycle of you not taking those steps, not taking those leaps of faith and moving forward, trying something new, getting back out there and experiencing life, that cycle has now come to an end for you, which is not a bad thing because it feels like you're ready. It feels like you are absolutely ready to love. Now, the area that you need to sort of focus on, we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. This is you being stuck in your head, and sort of, well, when it's in the upright position, the 8 of Swords is you being trapped. And not necessarily by anything external, but your own thoughts, your own feelings, being stuck in your own experiences. And so that's an area that you need to focus on, is getting outside of yourself, letting those thoughts go, freeing yourself from the experiences that you may have had before that weren't so positive, and making that decision with the 2 of Wands. This is all about choices, right? This is all about you figuring out what your options are in terms of moving forward. So this is basically you getting out of your own way. So that's what you need to focus on. So how to reach that potential, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And let's clarify that a little bit, because the Wheel of Fortune is all about changing. It's all about going, to that new chapter, opening things up for yourself. We have the Page of Wands that came out to clarify, and we also have the 3 of Wands in reverse. So this is you sort of no longer just being passive. This is not you waiting idly for your ships to come in. This is you recapturing that spark with the Page of Wands. This is you sort of bringing in that excitement, looking forward to the prospect of meeting someone, getting to know them, possibly falling in love. So all of these cards really speak to the amount of control that you have over the situation when it comes to love. So, you not letting your past keep you from what could be a very positive and promising future. This is you now not waiting, but taking action, getting back out there. If you're a person that doesn't mind doing like dating apps or things like that, maybe finding a matchmaker, maybe asking your friends like, hey, do you know anybody that might be a good fit? Going to different events that'll put you in places where there are other people who share your interests, right? So this is you getting out of your own way and starting to be a little bit more proactive in terms of putting yourself out there and seeing who you can draw into you. But it's all going to start with you getting out of your own head and getting out of your own way. Now, the final message that we have from Spirit for you: each time I choose to tune into Spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. So this is you sort of releasing what you've experienced before and having faith that the path forward is going to be a little bit more positive for you. This is you just releasing fear, releasing stress, releasing these negative thoughts that you might be experiencing when it comes to your romantic relationship. I feel like because you're in a place right now of starting to see things differently and desiring change, that this is your opportunity now to not hold yourself back and know that Spirit is going to push you in the right direction, but they're waiting on you to take those first steps. So I'm going to leave it there for you guys. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.